It's actually really bad timing you say that, because it doesn't appear that Herald has returned to his seat for this cast, so it looks like I'm carrying just for a little bit here while he does come back. I'm not sure where he's gone in particular, but well, when he does return, he'll of course return to us. So ViCi Signature, unsurprising to predict that Signature win this second map here. ViCi not been very impressive whatsoever, so it will be the smoke grenade on Jackson and Advent, defuse kit over on their CT side. Signature, like you said, winning out very easily that Mirage map up. So here we go. It's going to be first play, quick play out towards the B site, straight through the apartment. It's going to be Genius that gets that first kill, tapping away. We'll find Advent. A third comes in from Giggs on towards Stev. A 2 versus 1 immediately comes in for Signature, and already it's fallen apart for the ViCi side right here. Jackson is going to get one headshot, looking for a second, but Tor is going to go take him out of the action, jockeying. A 1 versus 4 situation. Armor in hand, no defuse kit, only the USP to work with. Tapping away to find Tor a little bit, but it's not going to happen. Still got no information except until Rolex peeks out and takes a headshot straight out for the first round on Signature. I'm not sure if Herald has returned yet. We'll find out in just a, excuse me, a short moment. But for now, it will just be Signature buying up into the UMPs and the AKs, of course, from their team side. The MAC-10 on Giggs. I'll be playing a scout close range up for the aggression, and Jackson will, with the deagle in his hands, are going to take down Tor. Rolex comes in, takes down Advent, tapping away. Well, not a bad start from ViCi, but already it will start to fall apart, as it will be the T's swarming the site. A grenade comes in, takes down Jackson, and now Signature have full control of the site to defend from both angles. A backstab that will come in. Stev will get tagged up, and jockeying with just a 5-7 and an armor to work with here. We'll tap away and see if he can find STK. Stev will get 1, but it's STK with a quick trade back to a 3-on-2. Bomb gets planted, and Stev and AMTV now up for a very bad retake here.
Yeah, just holding on to those weapons, save a little bit of money. That's good enough for them. And again, Signature off to a very good start. This is a very bad way to start for ViCi. After that last game, they needed to get into this one quickly, get themselves a couple of rounds on the board, but it's not looking like it's going to happen. So, not good. I like the Signature flag. That's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I never really thought that much about flags. I don't really have an opinion, to be honest. No.
Flags are great fun. Flags are great fun. I like flags, personally. I think they're very cool. Do you know what my favourite flag is?
I can harbour a good guess, but I will ask you before I say anything.
Well, you got a guess.
I'm going to guess it's the British flag, I guess. Or the American one.
Well, yes, it is the British flag, but... I like all flags equally. Obviously, British comes first. That's no brainer. Actually, I didn't even think of that. So thanks, Joe. You covered my bottom there. Yeah, great British flag, greatest in the world. Not the greatest at CS, but we're on the way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. If you open up your mind, it's going to be the B push coming in. Just one man to defend. That is, of course, Amtiv, but he has gone down, and Tor comes in on the lurk, absolutely decimating what remains. It's just Stev, who will save himself an AK-47, but that's it. That's all they've got, and not the greatest round coming in. Nice kill from Stev, looking to double up, and he will. So actually great economic damage there being done by Mr. Stev. So he should be pretty happy with that. I'm actually going to look up what their names are. I reckon it says ViCi Gaming in Chinese, because it's all the same thing. So let's have a look. This is interesting enough for me. Let's see. Google Translate, please. Translate.
Well, meanwhile, in the actual matchup, we are going to be seeing an AWP out on Jackson, coming up with the 2 UMPs and 2 M4s to back it up on the CT side. Signature, of course, 5 AKs. Easy buy for them, of course, winning those 3 rounds. They have themselves the buy-ups as standard. So it looks like, well, with smokes and flashes and molotovs at the ready, could be a very easy execution out towards the A site. Smoke upstairs, smoke up CT, smoke up jungle and connector. and just roll your way on towards the site, blocking off as much vision as possible, and only have to worry about lower dark, as it will be that very player coming on through. Counter flashes out from Joking, but of course the flashes also from Signature will blind him off for a little bit. And well, actually, it won't even be the execution, it will be the fake, as all players have rotated away, and they're going to go ahead and rush down the B site. And ViCi, well, they've read it pretty much like a book.
Yeah, it means Firecat live apparently, but 4 versus 4. Nice kill coming in there from AMTV, but not quite good enough. Giggs going to be able to find himself the kill. 3 versus 3 now. Advent have to come in and do some work. It's Joking, the first man to take an engagement. Will take down Giggs now, leaving it a 2 versus 3. Genius trying to follow up, trying to even it back out, and he will. Takes down Jackson. Looks for the next, and he finds it now, all on Advent. 1 versus 2. He knows where 1 is, but it's going to be Genius, decimating what remains of the defense.
Still 3 players falling against the Signature lineup. Only 2 AKs stay in play. Definitely damage done over on the part of ViCi. They have that much going for them, but this next round is not going to take any advantage of that. They have got some economy, but they are just going to go ahead and go for the quasi-buy. CZ's out. Going to be P250s, USPs, and not much more than that for the CTs. They will get some aggression out towards underpass, but that's going to be all it is. I would have expected a more aggressive play coming in from these guys, but just not to be so far as Signature, while they're in all the wrong places for this ViCi Gaming team. Genius takes the first. Shocking, peeks out and takes down Tor, gets himself an AK. At least he has that much to save into the next round until STK peeks out and takes him down towards the Palace area. Advent spraying away. Will actually find himself 1. They're also going to get a second with a CZ. So this one tips to the man advantage of ViCi, and they've got 3 rifles down, which they can pick up if they can get themselves into the right positions. But Rolex there to shut down Advent. Puts it back to a 2-on-2. 1 rifle in the hands of the CTs, and a minute to go. Signature do have fair amounts of control of this matchup so far.
Let's even taking 1 down behind. It's now all on Stev. He did perform in that last round, but he's Molotov out. He has to fall back. And again, Signature pull a round in that potentially didn't really have a right to. I believe it was a 3 or a 4 versus 2. And it absolutely falls apart for the ViCi lads. Now just Stev. It was, of course, a 4 spy, but that's not an excuse. 9 HP left. He's going to try and save onto that AK-47, but he's being hunted down like a douche. And he's going to peek out. Oralex should have really seen him there. And this could get very dangerous, actually. They have no idea he's there. He hasn't got a kit. But if he can get onto this bomb site... No, he's too far ticked. Could do some damage still. Genius doesn't seem to know where he is. He's actually played this perfectly to save his weapon. He has escaped the clutches of evil. And Genius has absolutely no idea he's there. He may even go down to the bomb. Nope, just about going to survive that one. So very, very nice play there from Stev. Very, very clever indeed.
I feel like that's not going to get appreciated as much as it should be. Like, he just timed it so perfectly to completely avoid every single T player and catch one when he was looking the entirely wrong angle. That was beautiful from Stev. I give my hats off to the guy at the very least. So he will have himself an AK, relieved investment into this next round. The more powerful weapon on those M4s, 5-0 Signature with... ViCi with the 4-round loss bonus. The Signature, of course, with the standard part. They're going to go fast and aggressive. They're not going to waste any time trying to shut down the players on the A site. It will be Genius traveling onto Advent. No, sorry, Giggs gets Advent rejected. He's going to be able to see what he can find. Trades come out 2 for 2. And Tor, STK, and Rolex up against Stev, AMTV, and Shocking. As they are held out towards the jungle and connector sites. It's going to be the bomb going down. Planted, Fort Connector. And it's going to be Tor taking 1 down. It's already starting to fall apart piece by piece. AMTV is still going to take 2. Nicely done through the smoke. And now STK going to be left alone in a 1 versus 2 to try and make something work. I think Shocking did spot him out. He does right there. The spray comes out. STK takes him down. And AMTV is there for the quick frag. A triple kill. And a bomb will get defused. Coming in for the first round on the board for ViCi.
Yeah, very nice round there from AMTV. He saves the round for his team, but this is the key. We saw it last game. This is where it's so important, especially on that CT side, to maintain economy. ViCi have to win this next round. It's absolutely crucial. There's no losing this one, or might as well call it a day. Signature, if they can win this one, they basically guarantee themselves 7 to 8 rounds, because that economy and that morale can just drop instantly, especially after a round win. And with only 1 player surviving, economy not too weak for ViCi. They have a little bit of money, but it's not enough. It's not going to suffice for them, so they have to find themselves this round. Quick push coming up through middle, trying to get some aggression in. So King will find 1 kill, but he gets traded straight back out, and this favours The tease already. Oh, Genius hits himself a great shot, leaving it in a 3 versus 2. And that A-bomb site under attack. Giggs finds himself 1. Advent goes down. And this is exactly what I was talking about. This is the worst situation ViCi could possibly find themselves in. 3 players surviving for Signature means money on the board. If AMTV can hold on to the EM4, they can muster a force buy-in, but that's it. That's all that's going to be coming out. AMTV will find himself 1, but now they know where he is. I wouldn't say go for this retake. You haven't got a kit to play with. You've only got 1 flash. You've been spotted. And that's it. Signature win themselves the round. 2 players staying alive. That's horrific. Disastrous.
Take note in that round of how Signature are able to trade so easily where ViCi are not. They pushed one straight up towards top and middle and he just got taken down. There was one holding back towards short and there was just no trades coming in. Even the AWP couldn't land those shots and ViCi just missing the mark every single time. For Signature, works out so well for them. Too many trades to their favour, leaves ViCi in an awkward spot. They lose the last rifle they had in the reserves and then they're just down to pistols. CZs, Deagles, 5.7s. Armor out, slight amounts of utility, but not much in the grand scheme of things. And Signature, of course, with the standard AK buy up here. Aggressive angles being taken by ViCi, but they're not going for the aggression. And this time it actually will be RLX that will get punished for trying to find that first frag. AMTV spots him out just at the edge of the smoke. And that's a first pick, a rifle potentially in the favour of ViCi. Yeah, AMTV does pick that one up and has himself apartments control, so we'll put it in. It's most likely going to be the A site, but I think that's too far gone as Giggs takes one, Joking out of trade, and it's going to be Genius taking one, and the second headshot comes in onto Joking. A 3 versus 2. Bomb will get planted for the back of the fireboxes. That's not firebox, excuse me. That's going to be 3 versus 2 coming in on the Signature side. ViCi has themselves a rifle, but I think they're going to cut their losses and take what they can into the next round as Signature. 1 away from winning the half.
Yeah, it's a wise move. 1 player can buy armor. AMTV can throw over that CZ, but not if they get taken down here. SDK spots them out, and now AMTV, the last man alive. He has to hold on to this weapon. It's so crucial. He's not able to. That is absolutely heartbreaking. Signature win the round clean. 3 players stay alive. This could not be any worse for ViCi. Again, completely money flipped. Signature have everything they need to play with. Molotovs, flashes, smokes, AKs. They don't even want an AWP. They don't need an AWP because they know ViCi aren't going to have anything in their coffers. And so, like I said, this is 8 rounds being gifted over to that Signature side. Straight off the mark. And on the T side of Mirage, that is absolutely disastrous. More rounds need to be taken. And ViCi do not show any signs of doing just that. On pistols this round, nothing really to play with. I mean, on HLTV, this is a pretty even game. ViCi are rated 58% likely to win. But it's just not going quite that way. Genius opens up. He's had an absolutely... Oh, God! No! That should not be allowed. Not in any situation. That should be a kill 100% of the time. But Giggs, he finds it. Tor finds himself a kill before being traded out. Now in a 3 versus 1. AMTV has to fall back and get out of there. That is absolutely horrific over in Palace. I don't know if the stream caught that, but Giggs should have been dead. He should have been dead to rights there. AMTV, last man alive. He's going to be able to take 1 kill, holding on to that AK, but he gets taken down. And Signature at this point, they're not bothered how many people die. They just want to make sure ViCi have nothing to hold on to, nothing that they can play with. And Genius is having such a good game. He played sick last game. He's played sick this game. If he keeps it up, well, God help ViCi.
God help them indeed. There's not much going for them for this matchup here. They're going to have themselves a full buy, but this one doesn't work. Signature, well, they've already won themselves the half here at 8-1. 9-1 scoreline well in Syria. From there, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse for ViCi until the point where their T side may not even be very recoverable. Mid positions will be adopted by the T side. 3 players stacked up behind the back of top middle cart. And a little bit of utility tossed out towards that A site, so it might suggest a little bit of an execution that could potentially come in. Connectors smoked, as Joking still going to take liberties out towards watching underpass, but Signature, they've got themselves out pretty much all mid control here. Stev at least takes down Tor, so it's going to be the first opening pick that does favour ViCi nicely, and something that they can work off if they can find the follow-ups. Unfortunately, Stev is going to be doing just that. A 2K for him so far. Takes down SDK, takes down Swan. Joking spots out Genius going aggressive with the flashbangs and finds that kill, so total flip, a total role reversal here. Signature now going to find themselves on the back foot in a 5-on-2. Gigs is going to take down the first, but Stev, he's been monstrous, and it looks like he's going to go a little bit further for the 3K, and RLX, 1 HP. There can't be much more he can do here, and indeed, there will not be, as Stev finds themselves a 4K in the round, going absolutely ham for the ViCi side for a second round on the board for the CTs.
Yeah, scoreline very, very similar to that of the last game. Again, Signature are so far on top, they're not worried. Again, this is exactly the same thing we saw last time. Signature, not quite enough money to get a buy in here. They could definitely buy. BNW would have to drop some stuff over. Why is he called BNW Gigs? Because chat says call him Gigs, but his name says BNW. Do you have any insight on that, Jay?
I don't. I've always called him Gigs. It's always been known as Gigs to me, so...
yeah. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Maybe just likes the car, but doesn't know how to spell. Going to be an A play coming in. 4 players towards ramp. 1 up in Palace. That one is Gigs. He's been playing well. He's got the AK in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wider world in his hands. The push now coming in. Going in fast. It's Genius to open it up. Advent will find one before being shut down, and the weapon is recovered. AMTV trying to get some damage off, and he will, but he gets dinked in the process, so it's an easy kill for Gigs. And now in a 3 versus 2. And this is exactly the same thing we saw last game. Exactly to the round, in fact. And Tor, he spotted a man coming in through connector. Does he know that there's 2 there? I'm not sure, but either way, he's won this round for his team. There's no way this is going anywhere but up. Flank comes in. Gets shut down. It's Gigs to find the final kill with a nice 2K in the round. Genius as well, having a 2K there. This is absolutely decimating.
And that is exactly why we say that the Eastern scene like to play those force by Signature, forcing up into that round and making good light work of ViCi in the last one, blocking off the vision, finding the picks, finding the kills, finding the trades, and finding the advantage, more importantly, to bring themselves a 9th round and a reset for the ViCi team. Now, just pistols once again, not even going to go for the armor, not the utility. They realize that Signature are just stronger than them on those ecos, and in this case, they're just going to try and see if they can fight a full buy with aggression and some lucky good headshots. In this case, Stev pushing out towards Palace is not going to find anything except 85 HP on 2 Gigs, and Signature will take liberties back towards the ramp area, back towards the A site. Potential execution that could come in, but they've got full reign of the map here. Presence towards apartments, and presence towards A site. So for them, they could go anywhere, and they could probably end up winning it as well. ViCi, once again, not showing up, and in this case with pistols, it looks like they won't show up again here in round number 12. 9-2, Signature in a monstrous lead once again.
Not a great start, and again, Gigs in that Palace position. He can take as much damage as he likes, but he's still finding that kill every time. RX getting aggressive, finding Stev, now all onto AMTV. We've seen him with a few moments of glory, but whether he's going to be able to pull that through now, we don't know. RLX, 3 kills so far. Now, Jay, while we have a bit of downtime, will you be watching the most important event of the year?
I always watch the most important event of the year. What do you take me for, my friend?
So when will you be watching?
I'll be watching on July the 7th to 9th when we see the major come by. Or even
what?
any other particular tournament that is.
I think you're confused.
I think I might be confused. I don't know.
No, the most important event of the year is this weekend.
Oh yes, of course.
So everyone at home, if you want to watch quality Counter-Strike, make sure you tune in this weekend. ESL UK Finals. And of course, UK is the greatest scene. We don't actually let UK teams play against the other teams because it just wouldn't be fair. It just wouldn't. So we don't do it. We're nice guys. That's how we rock and roll here in the United Kingdom. We think about you before we think about ourselves. Selfless, really, aren't we? Full buy coming out from ViCi. That's good. That's good indeed. And not the greatest from Advent. He's already tagged down. Luckily, Jackson finds the 1 and pushing forward. A great start into the round 4 versus 2. Now make that 4 versus 1 as Zoking finds himself another kill. Tor finally gets a kill, but he's all alone on that A-bomb site. No bomb to plant, nothing to play with, and 3 players to contend with. He has found himself 1 to at least even it out a little bit, but this is going to be a very difficult round for him to win. There is a player playing close. They've both got their knives out. What are they doing? It's a disaster waiting to happen. Zoking comes in to help, and he's going to be exactly what was needed. 3 rounds on the board. ViCi have achieved more than they did in the first half last game, so maybe This is still on. Signature still on the bite. Orps out on both sides. And so maybe this is the opportunity for ViCi. This is their map. Maybe they can do it. But, gentlemen and ladies, if you like free things, there is a big Rising Star giveaway being held by eFrag and Razer Arena. You just need to go to bit.ly/RSL. bit.ly/Rising Stars League, and you'll be able to get yourself involved in that one. Tor opening this one up excellently. Zokin goes down. Jackson will return it, but it's 4 versus 4.
Yeah, good trades coming from the AWP players. Finally, Jackson starting to show up for his team instead. Well, he's catching the Signature side off guard already. Takes down Tor, drops the AWP for his opponent's team, and now a 3 versus 4 will ensue. And ViCi looking to take it a little bit further as AMTV tagging up one out towards the apartments area. It will actually be a Rolex that takes down Stev. So Jackson now, AWP takes down Genius. Bomb's been dropped. A good spray comes in from STK regardless and takes him out. The action is back to a 2-on-2. The health advantage is still to the favor of ViCi, but remember, these are AKs, so headshots placed will work to the favor of the T side. One on either side. They only have to storm together, and they will put themselves in with a great chance of getting the bomb down, if nothing else. 50 seconds. It looks like it will be the B site hit coming in. They've got themselves a Molotov and 2 flashbangs to work with. So vision blind, clear the site, clear bench maybe, which actually would be a smart play considering that's where AMTV is holding from. And now Rolex will slowly but surely push his way on through. AMTV watching, spots the first sprays and continues it to shut them both down. ViCi now, things are starting to look up for them. A 4-10 scoreline to take place for the liberties of the last round of the half here. Signature having themselves a buyback, and ViCi looking stronger than they have ever so far this series. The question is, can they turn it into anything worthwhile? Can they draw things up in this best of 2? Signature have themselves out towards the...
That's what happens when you mute your mic. Don't forget. See, this is why I don't eat apples, because they're bad for you. Anyway, it's going to be the A play coming in. What I was saying is so many A plays coming out from that Signature side, and it's going to be the same again coming in. But ViCi, they've read it. They know what's going on. They know how to deal with it now, and that's why they've been winning these rounds so easily. Tor comes in. RLX will follow. The bomb has been recovered, but low HP on both remaining players. Tor and RLX both almost a one-shot, and there it is. Stev, he finds himself a kill. RLX going down now, all on Tor. He's got the bomb, and he is running for his life. He looks like a fox, and he's smelt himself a chick hen. What I was saying, basically, while I was muted and talking to myself, is that... it's been such a A-reliant game so far. We haven't seen many B plays coming in, and ViCi have adapted to that. They've been pushing in mid, taking the initiative, and then once they've pushed in mid, they can push back onto A, put 3 players over there, don't have to worry about mid, and that's exactly what's been working out. Bomb plant for free, but it doesn't matter. Last round of the half, and so Tor now has to go absolutely huge to win this one. He has an opportunity. Do you know what they say about opportunity? Nothing. Stev will take him down. That's going to be a nice round coming in from ViCi to close out 5-10.
Thankfully, the hands of a much better half this time around. Still going to be pretty poor for a CT side, however. I do want to take liberties in saying that because ViCi, only 5 rounds on the board. It's going to have to be a monster T side coming out from the Chinese lineup. As we do, of course, know that it's going to be quite difficult from a perspective of switching over, because I mean, after such a difficult CT side and what is traditionally a CT-sided map, you got to expect some sort of mental mind to take play here for the Chinese team. But of course, we have seen times, like in this case, where a T side can be extremely dominant and win you the match. So for Signature, advantage going into their CT side. The defuse kit comes out from Genius with the smoke. Utility buy on ViCi will go to Advent, 2 flashbangs in the smoke for him. And it looks like they will set themselves out for a B site push. Not much action seen at this B site, so can ViCi take advantage of that as we do go into our pistol round here?
Yeah, absolutely key round. This is so important for ViCi to win. If they can't win it, they're in trouble. It's 2 players up towards that B bomb, so they have no idea that Genius is there. Playing from Phonax, 1 frag, 2 frag, can't make the 3rd. The fight is already coming in. Tor from behind. Giggs finds himself 1 there onto choking. And now it's a 2 versus 4. This is not what they needed. Giggs finds himself another now, leaving Stev all on his own. Finally, the refrag will come in, but 1 versus the world. And there's a man up in apps. Stev has absolutely no idea. He's going to get taken down. Genius playing absolutely perfectly. Couldn't quite close out for the third, but he shuts down the push. Giggs also finding that 2K. ViCi again in trouble.
And they didn't even get a bomb plant either, so it will have to be the force buy. Signature should have themselves, well, the conversion rounds, that's for sure, but we will see if they're able to shut them down. Of course, like we do say, those force buys very popular among the Eastern region teams, so if ViCi can make this work, it'll be a huge round for them. Deny Signature the conversions, get themselves up to 8, potentially. And against Signature's current buy, it's not even that undoable. UMP's out from us, M4, MP7 on Rolex. And, well, ViCi will take things slower, but they have got themselves a little bit of utility to execute on towards the A side, which this time they're going to change things up. The split coming in, 3 players out towards middle to deal with 2 on the site. And Tor's going to peek out, try take 1. The headshots come in and now for ViCi. The game is up, the jig is up. They're going to have to go on towards the A site very, very quickly. It's going to be Giggs and STK that clean things up. Advent's going to trade, but Rolex is there for a 2 versus 3, a 2 versus 2 as Advent finds the headshot and plants the bomb for default. Now Stev trying to hold back and spot out Giggs, and he's got going to be over towards Connector, 1 towards CT, and Signature going to try and hit up this retake here.
Not going to be easy for Advent. Peeks out, gets over aggressive, gets instantly shut down. So the force buy not playing out too well. It's going to be 12 rounds to the board for Signature. They are 4 rounds away from taking this game for their own. And goodness gracious me, it is not looking good for that Chinese side. The Thai team are dominating. By the way, did I tell you what the Chinese stood for?
I think you didn't.
I didn't. Let me have a look. It was something about tigers.
Ah, okay.
Don't know if that helps you. It was something like tigers are cool. Google Translate. I'll go back on. Let's have a look. So apparently it's Firecat Live.
Firecat Live. I'm pretty sure that's like a literal translation of some sort.
Yeah, or something like angry tiger. Because a firecat obviously means tiger. Let's not beat around the bush here. I've seen many Firecats in my life, let me tell you. Push coming in here from Tor. He's going to be the one getting aggressive, looking for a frag. Flash comes in to try and take him down. Support is there, but it's ineffective. Giggs finds himself 1 before getting shot down. RLX can't get any work done. It's a 2 versus 4. And this force buy has absolutely kicked off to a flying start. AMTV, there's an SDK now all on Genius, and he can't get anything done. He gets taken down. Nice 3 gate for choking. And the round is Ogre. 6-12. ViCi getting themselves back in.
Yeah, they have an explosive round coming out from ViCi, and I think those are the kinds of rounds that we need to see out of them to really ramp things up to get themselves back on their T side. Signature now going to opt not to force buy, realizing that, well, economy build is probably a little bit better for the circumstances here. They got themselves out a couple of extra pistols, Season in particular, and a smoke to work with. I think they also had a bit of other utility that they've used up already. But not that it matters too much. Look at this current play coming in from the CT side. Jackson up in towards Palace will take down Gig, spots out the second. It's going to be, for all intents and purposes, an ace stack. And STK just going to look to see if he can find anything here. A good headshot would do well. Sprays away. Unfortunately, Genius comes in with the USP to find themselves a rifle at least. A 4-on-4 ensues. And Joking with a little bit more information of his own, but not going to be able to work anything more than that. The kill does finally come in, and ViCi have control of this round.
Yeah, apparently it just means Humal TV, which is like the Eastern version of Twitch. So it's not Firecat Live, but I wish it was. If you guys like Firecats, I also like Firecats. So let's all just be Firecat friends. Genius and SDK holding on to the rifles they've saved. Very odd setup over towards the place. And although Jackson found 1 kill, there were 2 more players looking for his head, and they did find it. STK looking for the exit frags. He's the man that's wanting to do some damage here, but if Zokin comes through the hole, he'll be able to take him down pretty easily. It's going to be Stev facing off against STK. Doesn't know he's there. Why would he? But he's got to find a kill somehow. STK just holding close. The CC is a powerful weapon. Used effectively, and, well, it's being used effectively. Unfortunately, he's got no ammo. And using a gun effectively with no ammo is more difficult than it seems. 7-12, and ViCi are actually making a game out of this.
I mean, you can't deny that STK has some serious damage on the board for ViCi. Down a man, 2 more kills come in, and now ViCi have a little bit well, let's say a bit of a broken economy here. They are going to force buy, and they're going to full buy into this one. It will be the AKs out, but definitely good reset potential for Signature. They can shut the whole thing down. In this case, they're going to have 2 UMPs, 2 M4s, and an AWP to try and do so. A little bit of reservations in the utility side, but nothing they can't really deal with. But that's something they definitely can't deal with, is Advent picking up a nice double spray with 2 headshots coming in Signature. They're already down 2 men in this round, and Virginius and Co. is going to be very difficult to try and find the picks back. Stev's down to 7 HP, but once again, it's going to be Jackson taking down RLX. Tor finally comes in with a kill to the favor of Signature, but it's still a 4-on-2 now. The bomb will go down, planted for the front of the danger box. And now it will just be Signature up for a very awkward retake, which it looks like they will try to take liberties to find. Genius will find the kill. Jockeying there to cover him off, and will try and take the kill. Will find it, and now Tor, AWP in hand, not fit for retaking. Jockeying's already covered him off. He's sandwiched between a rock and a hard place, and Jockeying will take him down for a 2K in his favor. 8-12. ViCi finally coming back into their own here.
Yeah, looking like they want to take themselves the draw in this one. Signature somewhat falling asleep. They are not Firecat live. They are Firecat dead at the moment. So let's see if someone can awaken to try and get the, Signature into a better position in this. They're just not playing too well. Genius, the man of the hour. He's been playing so well, but he seems to have fallen off into this second half. 21 frags to 13. Still not a bad scoreline by any stretch of the imagination. RLX playing close, not going to get any work done. STK up towards Palace. He's going to be peaked. He's going to be taken down. Zoking, the man to deal the damage. 2 players still holding over towards Jungle and Connector. Not too much they can do. Giggs has been spotted, trying to go for the flank. He's being chased down by Mr. Stav, as his teammates both will fall. Stav very low on HP. Giggs, he's let him run away. He's let him flee. But he chased him down. I'd be surprised if he didn't. The support is coming in. And Giggs is going to be expected to find an easy kill here. And he's going to take it. Happy days. Unfortunately, it's just going to be the one.
Crisp headshot at least is all they're going to walk away with, but sadly not going to do much for the grand game for Signature here. And this T side is working out so well for ViCi. Maybe it is the case that they could come back into their own, even things up here. Definitely a good chance now. Got themselves a built-up economy, got themselves a few rounds on the board, and Signature now going to be up for a force with the 4 M4s. AWP out for Tor. 2 defuse kits. Lots of utility to work with, of course, for the Signature side of full buys, of course. Standard as usual. ViCi, meanwhile, they got themselves a lot of utility of their own. It will be lots of flashes, lots of smokes, lots of Molotovs, and an A execution. Well, actually, it could be in a split. They could come in from either site here. They have got 2 players out towards those B apartments of Fake. Could also be what be in play. Lots of options for ViCi now, setting themselves up pretty nice. Now the AWP from Tor through the smoke takes down Advent to start things off. Already it's starting to fall to pieces for ViCi. The question is, can they get a pick and a trade back? Giggs got himself a nice position out towards the sniper nest, trying to see what he can spot. Spots out some heads, but isn't able to take the kills. Flashbang to try and hold him out. Bay Jockey is going to be able to take down Tor. The AWP has been taken swiftly out of play for the Signature side. 1 minute to go. Good Molotov coming out from Giggs, keeps them at bay out towards Connector. Jackson going to take down RLX in this round. Is going to chaos very quickly, but it looks like Genius is see if he can try to restore some of the order. Takes one, STK gets another, but Jackson and Zocking with 2 trades back, leaves Giggs alone in a 1 versus 2 towards the CT side here. Bomb will get planted, it's down for default, and Giggs has a good chance here, takes down the one. He hasn't got himself a defuse kit, so he's got to find Zocking pretty quickly. 2 kills for the man. Will he find that clutch? He will spray, but he isn't going to find it. It's going to be Jockey with a 3K and 7 HP. Just about holds it together for ViCi. And what a round that was. Signature and Signature and ViCi, both of them almost had themselves a very nice round there.
That's a bit too close for comfort. 10 rounds now, like you say, on the board for ViCi. They are coming back into this one with gusto, and Signature falling apart. They don't know what to do on this CT side. They're allowing frags to come in all over the place, and it's quite a simple solution. Set up crossfires, don't get aggressive, win the rounds. Advent, this one up, takes down Giggs, who was trying to get aggressive. Tor also going to follow him to the grave as STK will fall. And Genius and RLX, the last men alive. RLX still trying to get aggressive, but I don't see too much happening for him. He will find himself a cheeky little kill. He's got armor to play with, so potentially could find some crispo headshots, but what on earth is he doing? I will never know. Just Genius left now. CZ in hand. We know he's good, but is he good enough? If only he could use that Darth Vader picture he has and just four-stroke his enemies. Might be a bit kinky, but I'm sure he could give it a shot. One man versus the world. Not going to work. He's off. Back to the Death Star.
Genius holding face at least. The flashbangs will come in, so it should just be ViCi. Closing things out with 11 to 12. Standard eco, of course, or signature, so it would just be very nice for ViCi to have that round there. Now they will buy back once again here. I'm starting to see a little bit of a cycle repeating coming in here. ViCi have had themselves 6 rounds in a row. We've just seen these ecos and buy-ups and ecos and buy-ups, and now Signature going to try for it one more time. Unable to chip away at the economy, unable to find any way back into this particular matchup. And it looks like ViCi, well, they might have a good chance of evening things up here. They've got themselves, once again, the fake out towards the A site, in the utility out, and now mid control will be adopted, jockeying out towards the underpass area. 2 players out on short and top mid. And of course 2 back towards the apartments area. For Signature standard setups, 2 on either side, 1 out towards middle, who will of course hold jungle position as well. And well, ViCi with the aggressive play to try and take down top mid and slow things down, might catch Signature off guard here. They have got themselves pretty decent angles, but Gig's going to take down Advent to start things off a second as he goes challenging on towards Dev. He's left himself the rifle, trying to pick up the AK. He will get taken down as a result. We're back to a 3-on-4, 3-on-2. Sorry, 1 just going to be taken left now. AMTV, the whole round just falls apart so quickly for ViCi now, and well, Signature, they will rotate because they realize that it's going to be the bomb out towards the apartments area. They've got all the information they need, and now they're just going to take that one last kill. Genius back from the Death Star. Will he try to take this final kill? Peeking out. The AWP is also in play, and Tor will steal it away to bring Signature finally a 13th and hold on to their lead for 1 round more here.
Yeah, not great from ViCi, but they are still 11 rounds up. They can get themselves into this. The economy is booming for them. They are having the economy of Japan after the Second World War. Very, very strong indeed. Signature on 13 rounds. They only need 2 more, and they can at least settle overtime. 3 more if they want to win this one, but it's been quite the streak. 6 rounds in a row for the ViCi boys. Let's see if they can't just reset Signature here and keep up that streak they've had. No warp out. Just Tor over on that CT side. Going to be the man who has to do the damage with that big green weapon system. Did you know that the AWP is an English-designed weapon?
I did know that, actually. That's very interesting fact.
Then we can't use it. 5-on-5 still. Bomb going to be recovered, and it's looking like an A play coming through. With 3 players on the left side of the map. There's going to be a rotation needed for Signature if they want to get over towards that A-bomb site and defend from this attack. Tor even looking towards mid. Finally, they're going to get over there. They're going to get in on this one and try and get some damage done. Or I'll put the Molotov down. No push coming in just yet, but it is going to hold at base Dev, and so the push will be slowed. And again, look at the utility here. Perfect from Signature. They have as much as they need. RLX is going to get spotted out there. He's going to have to fall back. That's a glitch. That's not on. Valve, fix your game. RLX is going to go down there, and Steph will take him. And the push now arrives. This whole A-bomb site under attack. Tor with a beautiful kill. SDK with another. Tor still looking for more.
Oh my god!
There, that is beautiful stuff. Looking for even more onto Soaking, and he's going to find it. 3 kills in the round so far. Gig's going to close it out. And ViCi need to pause now. They need to take a minute. Stop. We can win this. Just calm down. Mellow those vibes, guys. Mellow those vibes.
Wowie wow. Like, this is something as well. Thank God the pause does come in, because this is something we haven't seen at all this series. No. Absolutely no pauses coming in. And finally, it will be Advent that calls it out. And like you said, ViCi need to stop. They need to think, okay, right. Let's actually focus for a second, because we can win this. So it's definitely on for them. They've had a nice comeback coming in for the past, what, 8 rounds or so? Just Signature that have won the last 2. And they've started to come into a comeback of their own. They only need 2 more rounds to take it over the line one more round to take it to match point, and a 2-0 would be absolutely fantastic for the guys here. There's going to be the 3 AKs already bought up for ViCi. They can buy into a couple more. The question is, do they want to take that AWP into the fold for the aggression out to the T side here? I guess we'll find out. It's probably one of the discussion points for ViCi. Signature, meanwhile, they've decided how they're going to play this one, which is, of course, how they played the last 5 rounds or so. AWP out for Tor, and it will be the M4s and an AK to back it up.
Unpause comes in, and this is ViCi's last stand. They have to win this round. It's beyond essential. If they lose it, they'll be lacking on money. They'll have to buy up with limited utility. Although Advent has 6k, he's going to spend it getting himself a full set of utility. And now this is a dangerous round. ViCi have to win. They're taking the pause. They've calmed it down. I don't know what you'd be saying in that pause, but I'd be saying, let's get some frags, Teemo. But, yeah, I mean, pretty basic. Now, I have a question. Jackson has a smoke. What do you think he's going to do with that?
There's plenty he can. He's got a flashbang over towards the B side, so if he knows the B side smokes, he could try and prompt out a rotation from the signature side, or potentially use that to execute as well. And there's lots that could be done with that. In particular, his position out towards the apartments actually changed back towards the top and middle. So there is actually a few more options that have opened up. He can try for connector, he can try for the short smoke. There's lots that you can do, but in this case, I think that ViCi have decided that it's going to be solidly an A execution that will come in here. A minute to go. Signature have themselves poised to try and shut this one down. Tor with the AWP out towards the T side ramp. Joaquin can get shut down so quickly here as ViCi. Well, clock will run low, but I think they have got sufficient time to try and make this execution work here. The Molotovs counter flashes coming in from STK and Co. in 40 seconds now. Advent with the last smoke. Time to use it. Here we go. It's going to be execution time, but it's Tor that shuts the first down, and STK takes a second. Jackson comes in with the wall bang to try and shut him down back towards the danger box. Giggs comes in onto Advent now. 2 versus 4 will ensue, but Jackson with 2 nice kills shuts down Giggs and shuts down Tor. Genius is still back towards the CT stairs now, taking down Stev, and that leaves Jackson up for the ace clutch. The question is, will he find it on top of the firebox? Bombs down towards Sandwich, and he will go aggressive to try take down Genius. 4k AWP in his hand. He doesn't spot out Rolex, however, coming in for the backstab and makes it work to bring Signature a 2-0 match point here on their CT side. ViCi, the economy looks crushed.
Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. No utility, pistols even on Stev. This is a terrible, terrible buy for the ViCi boys. At least they have 2 AKs. We're going into the last round of the half. Oh, sorry, the last round potentially of the game. Signature have everything they need. There is nothing they lack. There is nothing they don't have. And that is so, so dangerous. As ViCi, they have to win this round. Otherwise, it's over. And despite that excellent comeback 6 rounds in a row that they came in with, oh, it's a fast round towards the A-bomb site. Stev coming in from the underpass. All those players dancing around the A-bomb site, dancing for position. Who's going to win it? Choking. Advent both come in to find kills and dancing over the top. Jason finds a free kill. Somehow this round has fallen apart. It's all now on Mr. Genius. He spots out 1. He's been Molotov'd out. Double Molotov'd out. There's nothing he can do here. Fullback. Hold on to the weapon. They're still on match point.
Genius, it looks like he will just try and hold on to that rifle for the next one, because for Signature, well, the economy will be looking shaky, is to say the least, at this point. 3 rounds in a row, but they have all been a heavy investment for the Signature team. So for Genius to say this M4 into the next one, it would be fantastic for them. No potential kills that could come in except onto Advent on 1 HP, but he may just die to the bomb radius, depending on if he can get himself out of dodge in time. So for ViCi, not going to be too bad, I don't think. They do lose that one, yeah, they do eventually. So through play or stay in live, although Genius finally takes an exit frag and makes it a little bit expensive for them. But Signature, I think it's going to be more expensive for them in terms of their overall economy. Very little to work with. It could just be a full eco to build themselves up into a rifle round here, because now they're going to have a lot less rounds to play with, and ViCi on with a very good chance to take themselves to what could be a very nice overtime here. Yes, it will be the full eco, a couple of upgrades coming in CZ and P250, but other than that, not much for Signature. This one should be an easy round for ViCi.
Yeah, if it's not, well, we have bigger problems. Gig's going to be opening up, takes down Choking. Please, not like this. Do not need any more silliness. Jackson going to be giving his position away a little bit too early. And that's a bad start. Giggs recovering the AK-47 into his hand. Not much to play with, really. This should still be the round. I mean, 4 players alive, all with armor, all with AKs. This shouldn't be an issue. Pistols now coming in. Tor does get a nice dink off there onto Jackson, who's playing a dangerous game. AMTV trying to get him. It's going to be Giggs with that recovered AK who finds the opening kill. AMTV can't get a frag through. What's going on? Steph, the last man alive.
Oh my god. I don't believe it.